Hello everyone, Ashley here with Tolton Art. In this world of art and social media and rapid growth, what in the world are we to spend our money on and what should we definitely avoid? Let's jump right in and talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna just start with the biggest elephant in the room, and that is paid ads on Instagram, Facebook. Don't do it. Don't sign up for ads on Instagram. You know why? Because I did, and I can tell you exactly what happens. You're gonna spend a whole bunch of money and you might get a little bit of growth. However, the second you stop, not only do they completely demolish your reach, but I have lost so many followers after canceling ads. And after doing more research on this, there's a bunch of other Instagram gurus that say the same thing, that once you give them money, they expect you to keep paying them money. And you have now told them that you are a business looking to make money, and they are going to penalize you in order to keep you paying because they want to make money off of you. If you did pay for ads like I did and are looking to quit or have quit and you see the consequences of doing that, switch your account to personal for 2 weeks or a month. Hopefully that'll reset. I'm in the middle of that right now. So I just switched my business accounts to personal and I'm going to leave them that way for a month. So I can do a part 2 to this to let you know how that ends up working out. I've heard that potentially that can reset your account. So let's hope, because I have been losing followers and that's so annoying. On that note, those influencer creator accounts that are you pay me $80 and I'll feature you 2 times. I think if you have extra income and you are willing to spend money, those could be a good alternative because you're not paying Instagram directly, you're paying someone outside of the algorithm. Well, you're just not incentivizing Instagram itself. You're paying someone that already has followers. The caveat to that is I would pick an account that is very niche to you, that is exactly the kind of followers that you want. If you don't have a ton of extra income, I would not take out of your savings fund or your food fund for that month to pay for something like that. The best growth you're ever gonna have is the organic growth. So another thing not to spend money on, the blue check mark. If you do research elsewhere on YouTube, this is kind of just a wide known thing that there is absolutely no perceived difference on having the blue check mark, except for they can kind of help if you get hacked. They can help you a little bit more. But as far as growth and reach, I would not spend money on it. Things I would spend money on, I would invest in a website that's easy to use, a website that has good email marketing avenues through their site built in. So I would put money towards a good website. I would spend money on furthering your education. Always invest in yourself. If you're going to put money anywhere, put it into your own knowledge, your own understanding, your own personal growth. That's where it's going to be the best. Things I would or wouldn't spend money on. This goes kind of 2 ways. If you're on YouTube, honestly, I would invest in a nice camera. Even if you plan on just being kind of just a higher end content creator, I think a nice DSLR or mirrorless camera can go a long way. With that, you also need editing software and you need to know how to operate those. So if that just seems annoying, too much, too expensive, if you don't really have the budget for it, don't do it. Use your iPhone. It's fine. There's plenty of people that do just as well of a job with their iPhone. So for that, it's not a direct yes or no. Another thing we can talk about is things like Etsy and third-party sellers. Okay, the most honest way that I can answer this is a little bit unsure. They do take not quite a cut, but they do take a cut when you sell artwork through them. They also have the potential to market to way more people, depending on your following. And if you're kind of looking to reach more people, am I going to quit Etsy? I'm thinking about it. It's been on my radar for the last 6 months. I've really contemplated closing my Etsy account. I used to sell quite a bit more through them. I also don't put very much effort into it. So how much of it is just the fact that I don't show up every day to Etsy making adjustments and adding things to make sure that, I'm staying higher up there. But you don't pay that much per post. I think if you're willing to put in the work and get your SEO right and get your marketing ploy right, so like your images, videos of it, the descriptions of it, your price is competitive, you're like willing to really dive deep and analyze your competitors and compare and like see what's working for them and like try to hit the same market. There's people that make so much money on Etsy, and I could see, if you're making a lot of money or like really good consistent sales, it's like, yeah, of course, like it's worth giving them a little bit in order to market for you. But like at some point, if you have a large following elsewhere, it's going to be way more beneficial to get them to your website, to get them onto a newsletter. Controversial potentially, but any influencers kind of quick tips to blow up and become viral on Instagram, or buy this masterclass and you'll be able to sell paintings for $80,000 a month. Anything like that, be 110% weary of. There are some good ones out there as far as like teaching you online marketing and kind of how to utilize Instagram, how to create hooks, like things like that. There are some good ones out there, but like across the board, I would be so suspicious of all people that promise rapid viral growth or like all of a sudden a ton of money being made. But in order to mitigate that, because there are some good ones out there, I would just make sure you do your research. Make sure that like it's more than just 2 people that have actually gone viral or made money. Like make sure it's worked for a wide variety of people. Talk to the people that have gone through the program. Read reviews to see what other people are saying and maybe what some of the shortcomings are in that program. Just know a lot and do your research before you dive into things like that. So as far as what I can immediately think of, that's kind of it in terms of what I would or wouldn't spend money on. It really just comes down to being smart and doing your own research, read reviews. Make sure before you, buy a new product or buy a course or anything like that, do research. Don't make the same mistake I did, because I spent way too much money on ads and I'm just like absolutely paying the price for it in more ways than one. The most important thing always is to just invest in you. Invest in anything that's going to make your system more efficient. Invest in anything that you need to learn more. Invest in anything that's going to improve your skill in some way, shape, or form. That's going to be the most return you could possibly get. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you think I missed anything, make sure to leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure it would help everyone else if there's something that I missed. But as always, thank you for joining, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.